Cam Hart again. Let's start with you, Kyle.
Cam Hart, what I really like about him is just the measurables off base being a high floor for him. 6'3", 202, 33 arms, 4'5", 40, and a 10'10" broad. I mean, that is disgusting for the guys of this size. You're talking about the athletes of the NFL, the George Pickens, so to speak. Having somebody like Cam Hart being 6'3", 200 pounds, can't be pushed around like we saw with Emmanuel Forbes last season. So what you're doing with Cam Hart is you're adding size, speed, and the intellect of a Notre Dame kind of corner who not only was able to strap up Marvin Harrison, who I'd be willing to say Marvin Harrison is one of the best route runners in this draft class. And Cam Hart's running toe-to-toe with him. And I'm talking about a deep hitch where sudden steps turn around, Cam Hart's over top. I think Cam Hart is somebody, when you look at him and what he went up against, I think you could project him at the next level, being a productive piece for you and sliding him in there and being the kind of long-term piece that you need on the outside that's going to come up, make a play, be able to go up against the elite and not be scared.
Go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, ideally, like if you're talking about a guy like Cam Hart, you know, if you can't exactly get him at that like 100 spot, you know, to me, that's somebody that's challenged St. Juice because, you know, he's another guy with good length, but I think Hart, he just offers more strength, more versatility. I just think better ball skills. I like, again, Kyle mentioned Marvin Harrison, you know, that's kind of the, you know, the main, game film that, you know, sticks out to me. I'm actually watching him now. I'm 3 games in, got another 2 to go. That's the next report I'm going to have out. So, but again, I like these high football IQ guys, and with corners, I think it's imperative because I think, you know, we saw with Washington, you know, what it's like to, you know, when there's a lot of miscommunication in the backfield. And I hate to say it, but a lot of that has to do with low football IQ prospects. And, you know, I think there is something to be said for these Notre Dame guys. You know, they do come into the NFL. They're not always the most successful, but, you know, they are backbones of the team, you know, very intellectual, you know, very smart guys. So I think, you know, he's another example. I heard him have an interview the other day, just how he was presenting himself, you know, just explaining, you know, they were asking about plays, you know, what he feels he can do on the next level. He thinks he can play either zone, press, and I believe him. So, you know, this is the kind of guy you get late in the draft at that point. Like I said, you know, that late 3rd round, if somehow you get back in the 4th, man, that's great value because, you know, you're talking about, you know, St. Juice, former 3rd round. I think he's going to get shot. I don't think that they're going to give him the start job. I think Forbes, he's going to get more of a chance. Former 1st round, it's just the politics of the game. I think with St. Juice, you know, we just, to me, you know, put the PFF stuff aside. You know, I respect those guys. It does come in handy, you know, but I think, you know, all in all, if you watched all the games last year, he was not a good corner. You know, he just wasn't. So I think, you know, they're going to bring someone to challenge him right away. And I do think, you know, one of these guys, these young guys will be able to, you know, probably beat him out for playing time because, again, I'm not impressed with his game.